The Dragons of Eden. Chapter 1. The Cosmic Calendar. The world is very old, and human beings are very young. Significant events in our personal lives are measured in years or less. Our lifetimes in decades, our family genealogies in centuries, and all of recorded history in millennia. But we have been preceded by an awesome vista of time, extending for prodigious period into the past, about which we know little, both because there are no written record, and because we have real difficulty in grasping the immensity of the intervals involved. Yet you are able to date events in the remote past. Geological stratification and radioactive dating provide information on archaeological, paleontological, and geological events. And astrophysical theory provides data on the age of planetary surface, stars, and the Milky Way galaxy, as well as an estimate of the time that has elapsed since that extraordinary event called the Big Bang, an explosion that involved all of the matter and energy in the present universe. The Big Bang may be the beginning of the universe, or it may be a discontinuity in which information about the earlier history of the universe was destroyed. But it's certainly the earliest event about which we have any recorded. The most instructive way I know to express this cosmic chronology is to imagine the 15 billion year lifetime of the universe, or at least its present incarnation since the Big Bang, compressed into the span of a single year. Then every billion years of Earth's history would correspond to about 24 days of our cosmic year, and 1 second of that year to 475 real revolutions of the Earth about the Sun. On page 14 through 16, I present the cosmic chronology in 3 forms: a list of some representative pre-December date, a calendar for the months of December, and a closer look at the late evening of New Year's Eve. On this scale, the events of our history books, even books that make significant effort to deprovincialize the present, are so compressed that it's necessary to give a second-by-second recounting of the last seconds of the cosmic year. Even then, we find events listed as contemporary that we have been taught to consider as widely separate in time. In the history of life, an equally rich tapestry must have been woven in other periods. For example, between 10 or 2 and 10 or 3 on the morning of April 6th or September 16th. But you have a detailed record only for the very end of the cosmic year. The chronology corresponds to the best evidence now available, but some of it is rather shaky. No one would be astounded if, for example, it turns out the French colonized the land in the Ordovician rather than the Silurian period, or the segmented worm appeared earlier in the Precambrian period than indicated. Also, in the chronology of the last 10 seconds of the cosmic year, it was obviously impossible impossible for me to include all significant events. I hope I may be excused for not having explicitly mentioned advanced in art, music, and literature what the historically significant American, French, Russian, and Chinese revolutions. The construction of such tables and calendar is inevitably humbling. It's disconcerting to find that in such a cosmic year, the Earth does not condense out of interstellar matter until earlier September. Dinosaurs emerge on Christmas Eve. Flowers arise on December 28th. And men and women originate at 10:30 p.m. on New Year's Eve. All of recorded history occupy the last 10 seconds of December 31st, and the time from the waning of the Middle Ages to the present occupied little more than 1 second. But because I have arranged it that way, the first cosmic year has just ended. And despite the insignificance of the instant we have so far occupied the cosmic time, it's clear that what happened on and near us at the beginning of the second cosmic year will depend very much on the scientific wisdom and the distinctly human sensitivity of mankind.